Okay, welcome back here. I don't know if I made this video on my last year's, I don't remember. Excuse me, I'm a little hoarse. But this is where I was making my headers, and I'll show you how I made mine. But as you can see here, I've already got one done. But what I used on mine, is thanks to a little hot, is a hose saw. And this one I believe is a inch or 2 1/8 inch hose saw. And the reason why I'm using a 2 1/8 inch is because these cans here, the little inside rim right there, it barely does just fit. Fits pretty snug right down in there. That way the whole can's not down in there, and also the this top rim on the inside or on top just barely fits down in there. That way you can, this year I'm going to have it pulled up just not all the way down in there, but just give it a little bit of room for heat and expansion, and the silicone around it. And also where it'll be going on the inside, I'll seal it off inside there as well. But yeah, like I said, it's a 2 1/8 hose saw, and of course I made it out of a 2x4. And as you can see, my hose saw doesn't quite well go all the way through it. So what I had to do, I've already got all my hose halfway drilled on this side, is I had to drill. It goes a little over halfway, so that's real good. After you get it drilled through there where the hose saw just bottoms out, you have to get I think it's a 1/4 inch bit. And actually these little pilot holes here where the hose saw starts, you have to get a 1/4 inch bit and finish drilling all the way through like that, because the bit that's on there won't go all the way through as well. So you have to finish drilling them out, then just turn your header over and just put it right back in the hole and just finish drilling them out. And you'll pull out these little plugs like so. I guess good enough for a little small, like my little wood gas stove I got. It'd be good for that. Chop them in half or something. Arts and crafts, whatever you want, whatever floats your boat. But anyways, like I said, I've already got this one finished, and I wasn't for sure if I'd give in detail how I did my headers last year, but that's how I done mine. Just get a hose saw. Just, if you got a short one like this, I'm pretty sure they probably make longer hose saws, but I prefer this one because it's a whole lot easier to control, because you got to be careful when drilling these things out, especially when you've just got a hand drill, not a drill press. If you get it in a binder, these things can break your wrist. I've gotten a little bit smaller drill because my heavy duty one, it's real bad about catching, and it'll break your wrist if you're not careful. But anyways, just drill halfway through them, and then get you of course this one, the drill bit that's on this one, it's about a 1/4 inch. So I just had to get another 1/4 inch bit, put in my drill, and stick back down these starter hose and just finish drilling my hole completely all the way through to the other side. That way I can get my hose saw back out and just stick it right back in there and finish drilling out my hose, and you end up with these little plugs like this. And you got a pretty nice little hole there for your can to fit in, where it don't go all the way through, but just enough for the lip to fit right down inside the hole a little bit. That way you can seal around the outside if you want, and when you get your can there, you can seal around on the inside, which is something I didn't do last year on mine, but I will do this year on this box here. So that's where I'm at now. I'm still working on my, getting ready to put my headers in, and of course I had to put my insulation in first. Oh, and also on mine, I haven't wrote nothing down of all the measurements I've been taking and so forth, which I should have, because it's kind of frustrating to go back and have to refigure all this stuff. But my header, since it's a 4x8 box, but it's actually on the inside, it's a 46.5. What I did is I went and measured it, and I put I try to leave enough room to put a 1/2 inch gap, or well, it's a 1/2 inch gap in between the holes that I have drilled. Like right here, it's roughly, or about a 9/16 I think is what it measured out to be. So when the cans do go in, there's roughly maybe about a about an 1/8 inch gap, maybe a little bit more than an 1/8 inch gap in between the cans. That way they're not stuffed in there too close together. They're still easy to maneuver and get around in there without too much aggravation. But I just marked out my holes. Of course, I started with found my center of the board first, then found the center long ways, and I started in the middle and just started marking my cans out. I got 17 tubes, so the way I measured mine out, it worked perfect. On the end of it, when I do get my can in here, I've got roughly about 5/8 of an inch gap on each side where I can stick some insulation on the sidewalls. But that's where I'm at so far, so I'll get off here and finish getting my second header finished cutting out and get back to work on this thing. Thanks for watching.